Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my channel. Today's lesson will be about what we call in Arabic التنوين. So what is التنوين? It is when we double the short vowels فتحة, كسرة, ضمة to give or to pronounce a new sound. It is similar to n sound, but it is only pronounced, not written. And it is similar to the indefinite article a and n. Here I put the letters in groups because they are similar in shapes, but not in the number of dots and the place of dots. So here, jim, if it is connected to the letter before, it is written like this. So with tanwin al-fath, we add here the alif and we pronounce it jan. Ha, we add here the alif and we pronounce it han. With the letter kha, if it is connected, we write it like this. Khan, we pronounce it khan. We add an alif and we pronounce it khan. With tanwin ad-dam, if it is connected, we write it here. If it is connected to the letter before, we write it like this. If it is not connected to the letter before it, we write it like this. And we pronounce it jun, jun. Same thing with the letter ha, we pronounce it hun, hun. And the same thing with the letter kha, we pronounce it khun, khun. If it is connected, it is written like this. If it is not, it is written like this. With the letter jim, if it is connected, we write it like this and we pronounce it jin. If it is not connected, we write it like this separately. It is pronounced jin. Okay, with the tanwin al-kasr. Same thing with ha, hin, hin. The same thing with the letter kha, khin, khin. If it is connected, it is written like this. If it is not, it is written like this. We move on to the letter dal, dal and dal. Dal without the dots and dal with the dots. If it is connected, it is written like this. And we put the alif here and it is separated from the alif. So with tanwin al-fath, we put an alif and the two fathas here above the letter and we read it then. And here we read it then. Same thing with the letter dal. If it is connected, it is written like this. And we put an alif separated from the dal and we pronounce it then, then. With the tanwin ad-dam, if it is connected, we write it like this. We pronounce it dun. If it is not, we pronounce it dun. We write it like this and we pronounce it dun. We move to the letter dal. If it is connected, we write it like this. Dhun. If it is not connected to the letter before, we pronounce it dhun. We move to the tanwin al-kasr, two kasras. If it is connected, it is written like this, and we pronounce it din. If it is not connected to the letter before, especially when there is an alif preceding it or a waw preceding it, we pronounce it din. The same thing with then, then. We move on to the letter ra. Ra. This is the shape when it is separated. Zai, zai. So when it is connected to the letter before it, it is written like this. and we pronounce it run. So remark here that we have to add the alif when we want to put the tanween al-fath. Here it is not connected to the letter before. We pronounce it run. Here the letter zai, if it is connected, it is written like this, and we put the alif. We put two fathas, tanween al-fath, and we pronounce it zan, zan. Here run, run. Here zun, zun. Here rin, تنوين الكسر, two kasras, rin, rin. Here zin, zin. We move to the letter sin, sin and shin. They are different in the number of dots. Sin has no dots and shin has 3 on top of the letter. So when when the sin is connected to the when we want to put the tanween al-fath, we have to write an alif to attach the alif to the letter. So we pronounce it sen. Same thing with the shin, we pronounce it shan. With the dhamma, tanween al-dhamm, we pronounce it sun. Here with the shin, tanween dhamm, shun. Here tanween al-kasr, two kasras, sin, shin. We move on to the letter sad, sad, dad. So with tanween al-fath, we had to add the alif and we pronounce it sun if it is connected. If it is not connected, sun, dan, dan. Tanween dam, two dammas, sun, sun, don, don. Two kasras, tanween kasr, sin, sin, din, din. We move on to the letter ain and ghain. So with the tanween al-fath, so two fathas, we pronounce it an, an, ghan, ghan, un, un, ghun, ghun. Here I forgot to put the two dammas. Ain, ain, ghin, ghin. We move on to the letters fa and qaf. So with the tanween al-fath, we put two fathas and we put the alif. We pronounce it fan. Same thing with the qaf. Qan. Sorry, here fan, fan. When it is attached to the letter before, and here when it is not connected to the letter before it. Okay, so fan, fan, qan, qan. With the tanween dam, we pronounce it fun, fun, qun, qun, fin, fin. So remark here that we listen or we hear the sound n, fin, fin, but we don't write it actually. With the tanween al-kasr, qin, qin. Here we move to the letter kaf, kaf. Either it is written like this or like this, kaf, kaf. So with the tanween al-fath, we always put an alif, which is kan, kan, kun. With the tanween dam, kun, kun. تنوين الكسر كين كين. So we double the حركة. We move on to the letter لام. لام. Here it is a bit different. When we apply the two fathas, we don't put the alif separately, but we put it like this. لن لن. With the tanween الضم, we put two dhammas. لن لن. Two kasras here. لين لين. We move to the mim, the letter mim. So we put the alif and we pronounce it, the two fathas, we pronounce it man, man, mun, mun, min, min. Okay? The letter nun, nun. So with the alif and the two fathas, we pronounce it nan, nan. The dam, nun, nun. We move to the letter ha. So with the tanween al-fath, we add the alif and we pronounce it han, 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 han. If it is not connected with the tanween dam, we write it like this. So look at the difference here and here. So it has changed in its shape. Look. So hun, hun. With the tanween al-kasr, we pronounce it hin, hin. But it is not written like the initial one. It is not written like the initial one. It is different. Okay. Sorry. So the wow, one, one, wun, wun, win, win. And the final letter, ya. So yen, 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 yun, yun. تنوين الكسر yin, yin. I gave here an example. مكتبا, مكتبا. With the tanween الفتح we pronounce it مكتبا. تنوين الضم مكتب. تنوين الكسر مكتب. It means in English a desk. Okay, so at the end of the video, would you like to share my video?